So we're moving now into speaking a little bit more about the application of traditional Tantra, like how we can actually practice this wonderful science, this amazing path of embracing life, energy, and consciousness. Now, it is inevitable, as it is in yoga, that if you start to practice all of these techniques that we've been speaking about, that purification will rise inside of you. And it's like this with anything, even if you know that you take a detox to your body, the toxins have to be released in order to bring that aliveness, that freshness. And it's exactly the same energetically. So whenever you do all of these techniques, and we'll speak specifically of traditional Tantra here, then you're inevitably going to experience some highs and lows. And so I really want to just encourage you to be patient with that, trust that. Sometimes something can come up, and I hear this quite often, that the practice of mantra japa is not really a relaxing, enjoyable practice for many people. They much prefer to meditate on just the pure self, or just keep resting in stillness, or, using some nice breathing meditations, and somehow it brings more of a peaceful feeling there. Now, this is all amazing and fine and is very valid. Somebody can reach big heights in spirituality in this way. But the reality is it's not really amplifying the Shakti. On the path of Tantra, what we're doing with all these techniques we've been speaking about is we are amplifying the Shakti inside of us. And through amplifying energy, we are able to boil the Kundalini, to heat up the energy significantly so that it gives it momentum, it pushes up. And through that clearing, and it doesn't have to be that the Kundalini is pushed up, but through any energizing, through any release of prana, with momentum, with the support of increased Shakti, is going to be a quicker form of evolution. So I remember my guru once saying that Tantra is for the Kali Yuga. Tantra is for this day and age, because it could be so beautiful that we can all just sit full shanti, meditating, resting in the pure self, chanting a little bit, doing some yoga, and yes, this is people's paths and it's very good. But what often happens is we get pulled into the Maya. And somehow if we don't have the opportunity to really progress, we have a window in our astrological chart, for example, that says that this next 6 months are really spiritually blessed. We have a lot of planets that support our spiritual development. And then after that, we have to go and work, and it's going to be completely consumed with another part of our life. So for those 6 months of focusing spiritually, we really want to use something that gives more of a quickening process. And so using Tantra and amplifying the Shakti in the body gives this pash. But quite often when we are, for example, using mantra and chanting and repeating this, that boiling of the Shakti, that burning, that purification, that can really give an effect in the mind where the mind doesn't feel stable, it's jumping around, we can't focus on the mantra. And it really can be very demoralizing sometimes. And what I always say is, if you can learn to navigate your sadhana, your meditation, while you're increasing your Shakti, it means when you do the other meditation techniques that you're not contending with an increase of energy, they are more mild, more gentle, more peaceful, less, then actually you train the mind in more difficult circumstances. So you develop more inner strength for the spiritual sadhana. And actually that's what we need in this day and age. We need that to be able to really pioneer forward, and where we are inspired to just keep moving forward spiritually, and when the tamasic natures of the mind come up and we want to be a bit more, like, oh, maybe I just missed my sadhana. No, it's like, no, this determination that we've found in the practice itself from having to navigate through strong energies internally is then, a tool for us in our everyday spiritual life. So just be aware of this. Don't feel that you are going backwards. Let your sadhana unfold, and then at the end, judge how you're feeling. Like, how is it at the end of the sadhana? Mm-hmm.